It's awards show season and Pueblo is ready to party. Welcome into Walk with the Wolves. Bryant Johnson giving you a look at the annual CSU-Pueblo Athletic Banquet. We have 64 athletes here that are in the running for about 8 total awards. You've got the most outstanding male and female athletes, Perseverance Award, a lot that'll transpire during the course of the night, and we'll give you an inside look at what happens during this annual event. Sit back, relax. This is Walk with the Wolves, all access with CSU-Pueblo Athletics.
The University Center played host as athletes and coaches held court over lasagna and cheesecake to recognize a season of success in the 2014 athletic year. CSU Pueblo President Leslie DeMar, Athletic Director Joe Folda, and Associate AD Jeremy Capo were some of the notable names who spoke during the 3-hour event. Jim Brooks is the voice of Thunderwolf Athletics and was our master of ceremonies for the banquet. The 2014 Male Outstanding Athlete of the Year was none other than Pack quarterback Chris Bonner. When did Brooks realize that Bonner had a chance to be special?
Early in the fall drills, when we watched him stretch the field, and I looked at my partner Joe Serby and said, this could be a lot of fun this year. And then we found out early on, first game of the year, when they fell behind 16-0, right down the field, big bomb. And then again there at Cowboy Stadium. That was just simply awesome. Just, right first play of the game, play action, go deep. And Paul Browning, amazing receiver that he is. And then when you have somebody that can get him the ball, and Chris just throws it up, he has amazing ability, a talent to throw the long ball. It's uncanny.
When you come from a JC to a storied program that's really unstoppable, what did you have to do to earn the trust of your teammates to become the starter and the best player in the conference?
Honestly, I think it was, that first game. A lot of the guys welcomed me with open arms when I got here, but, I still really hadn't proved myself. And, that first game, just getting that win, I think that's when everyone was like, okay, this is our leader, this guy can do it.
So being down 3 scores on the road against an FCS team and rallying your program to a comeback, that earns the trust of your teammates?
I think that would do it if anything, yeah. Well,
congrats on the year, Chris, and you're certainly not done to win this award and then to make a move towards your senior year. What's on your mind for the next goal?
The next goal is the national championship. I think we got the team to do it this year, and it's just a matter of putting in the work on the off season, getting everyone with the same goal in mind, and I think we can do it.
What's the secret to flashing the tie bar when you're tall? You got to make sure it's positioned perfectly, right?
Yeah, I use these little clips and stuff, kind of like what you got, just keep it in place,
If only I was 6'7". Chris, congratulations on the season and best of luck for an exciting year moving forward.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Lena Kim grew up 6,000 miles away from the continental United States, but after a surprisingly stellar career in Saipan, college is called, CSU Pueblo was your choice, and you became the first female golfer to reach nationals. How do you sum up your life to this point?
It's really exciting, really, and nerve-wracking.
Why have you been unfazed? Why have you been able to come from Saipan and play so seamlessly so early?
I guess just working hard and putting a lot of effort into it, and it'll pay off eventually.
How many errant shots ended up in the Pacific Ocean during your time in Saipan?
A lot.
Oh, how many total? Are we looking at a couple dozen?
Probably. Maybe a little more.
Is that the best backdrop in all of the world to play in, though, the ocean behind Saipan?
Of course, like the ocean view and just staying at the course till sunset, it's worthwhile.
Do people even understand that 4 of those courses were designed by PGA pros? You had incredible golf to play in your backyard.
Yeah, not a lot of people would know that. I mean, it's Saipan, middle of nowhere.
Congrats on all of your success, and what a way to really start out the midpoint of your athletic career. Female Athlete of the Year.
Thank you.
Moving 3 states away to a town I had never heard of was obviously a major decision for me as an 18-year-old. It is a decision I have not regretted for 1 minute. It feels like just yesterday I was moving my belongings into the freshman dorms. It feels like just yesterday that I was on the baseline for my first 6 a.m. conditioning waiting for Coach Stroud to say go.
When you think about arriving on campus your freshman year, and you would not want to know what the next 4 years would look like, it's the experience, but seeing where you're at now, how this team finished the regular season, what would you tell your freshman self about what the next 4 years of your life were going to be like?
Not this. I mean, it was an experience, of a lifetime. I was super proud of all the girls on our team, and you know, it went quickly. That's what happens. It goes like with a blink of an eye. So that's probably like I wouldn't have realized how fast it went. You don't really understand until I was standing there on the podium. I was like, wow, I'm a senior.
Yeah.
So it kind of hit me.
And everybody, of course, raves about the impact that Coach Drown has on their lives. If you had to pick one thing that he's really been able to instill in you, what would it be?
Character. He's always been a guy that pushes character on everybody, and his faith, character and faith. He's a true man of what he says, and he's definitely an example that I'll live by.
He is the top male academic and athletic athlete of the year, Saul Strom, tennis, straight out of Canada. You have 3 coaches that have observed your tennis career. In 4 years, to have that many coaches, it really has to teach you self-reliance. How have you been able to take all of the different voices in your head and have such a successful academic and athletic career?
Right, yeah, it's been tough. Obviously, tennis is an individual sport, so I was used to it before coming out here, kind of being an individual. But yeah, it's been tough, but great coaches, so it's been easier transition than I thought.
Now, a lot of athletes, especially international athletes, you're from Canada, they'll give it a shot. They'll go for a year, 2 years, but to stick it out, to get the degree, to stay the entire time on campus, what are some of the challenges that maybe citizens of the United States wouldn't understand about the difficulty of doing that?
Right, yeah, I mean, it's tough. I mean, over like Thanksgiving, Christmas, I'm lucky to be able to go home. Canada's pretty close, but over certain holidays, like, you're not with your family, and that's probably the biggest thing. But I mean, our whole tennis team is international, so we all have each other, so that definitely helps a lot.
Wow, and to be recognized in front of all your peers, coming here as an unknown, and then to have a type of banquet like tonight, how does that add to what has been a banner career?
Right, yeah, it really caps it off well. I mean, sometimes tennis, it's behind the scenes with some of the other sports, so it's nice to get the recognition, but I mean, yeah, it's been a good night.
Nate Tegner finished up his senior season with CSU-Pueblo basketball as a second-team All-RMAC player, but the story is so much bigger than just a little postseason recognition. Take us back to your sophomore season when you were unable to play. There's a coaching change, and you could have left the program, maybe even left campus to get eligible, stuck around, regained your eligibility, and your career took off.
Yeah. Well, like you pretty much got the story down packed. I've never been the type to, give up. I've always been relentless, and always been the type to keep going and keep pushing through. So when Ralph Turner came, and I just dug his vibe. I thought he was a good dude. I thought he was, like a good coach and all. So I just stuck it out, man. I felt like Pueblo was my home, so I just wanted to get it done here.
How big of a wake-up call was that?
It was super big, man. That changed my life. Like, that's the hardest thing I ever been through in my life. Hardest thing I ever been through.
You're looking at your options in Texas. You're wondering, do I want to stick around? Do I want to leave? Why did you decide to stay? What was the driving factor?
The family, the people here, man, it really grows on you, because besides the school and a few touring sites in the history of Pueblo, it's the people here. Is just it'll change you, man. It'll make you love it.
When you finish with such a triumph and a flourish to your career, and you realize, man, I've gone from the lowest to lows to the highest to highs, how does this alter your outlook moving forward?
I just want to keep pushing and try to be great. That's one thing that Coach Turner really influences to us, is try to be great, try to do something great with your life, try to be a influence to someone else, try to make an impact on someone else's life, and just do your best. Don't just be average, Yeah.
Did you ever realize basketball could be this kind of portal to something bigger and better?
Always. That's what got me here. What got me this far, coming all the way from Shreveport, Louisiana, actually, and then moving to Texas for basketball, get a scholarship to Colorado basketball. So that's definitely my outlet,